My Name is Asher Lev is the story of a young artist who lives in a Hasidic community in Brooklyn. It charts his struggle coming to terms with his gift and what his family would prefer that he do.
There's so many things that make something worth putting on stage, and I'm always interested in the works that go deep and hit sort of what Chaim Potok actually calls core conflicts. The core conflict is between who we essentially are as a human being and the family or religion or community that surrounds us. And those forces are the most powerful forces there are, and when they run directly into each other, you have a tremendous challenge.
There's that moment that we all have in whatever it is that we do where we are able to say who we are, what we do. You know, there's that moment where you say as an actor, I'm an actor, and you mean it. There is that moment where you say it insecurely, where you're not sure how to say it. I'm an acting student, or I'm waiting tables right now. My name is Asher Lev. He knows right away who he is. And yet, it takes him the breadth of the play to really come to terms with who he is in a certain way.
My name is Asher Lev. The Asher Lev. The notorious and legendary Lev. The painter of the Brooklyn crucifixions. I am an observant Jew. A Hasid. What some call a Torah Jew. And yes, of course, observant Jews do not paint crucifixions. In fact, observant Jews do not paint at all in the way I am painting. So strong words have been written and spoken about me, and myths are being generated.
I met Chaim back in the late 90s, and actually it was because it was a time in my life when I was thinking about being a Jew, and I made a lot of jokes that involved me being Jewish. So I thought, oh, I'll look at doing a Jewish play or adapting a Jewish work for the stage. And I thought I would call up Chaim Potok and ask him for suggestions, because I'd read a lot of Jewish literature and I wasn't finding anything. He fortunately had done some adaptation of his own work. So as a collaborator, he was a dream. He was smart, he was active, he was eager to help. When I would turn to him to say, during the shows, and to say, I don't know how to deal with this scene, he would do what I asked. If I edited it and sent it back and said, no, I need it to be more this way, he would be great about it. It was remarkable.
Actually, I've never read Chaim Potok's work up until this point.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you read the script before you read the novel?
That's correct. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
I think I had avoided it, and I think it's interesting and worth talking about, is that I think to a certain degree, Mr. Potok's work has often been ghettoized, I think, as sort of teen literature. And I think growing up as a Jewish teen, I just looked at that as, I'm beyond that, or I'm above that, or something snobbish. And I think it's not teen literature. I mean, I think it's certainly about coming of age, certainly. But it's way beyond that, way deeper than that, and richer than that in a certain way. I mean, not everybody who's going to see this is a Hasidic Jew, but in fact, very few probably will be, but you never know. But it is really about a person coming to terms with his identity, and I think that's something that we can all relate to, and watching it on stage, I think the audience can connect to that as well, no matter what their background is.